What's up, Libra? Welcome to Black Sun Tarot for your August monthly general reading. My name is Kharma, J_KHARMA. You can find me on IG at Kharma, J_KHARMA, and also here on Black Sun Tarot. This is a general reading. It won't resonate with everyone. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. I just had a mind blank, guys. I'm so sorry. Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra. We'll see what's going on in your life. The timeline is collapsible, meaning time is an illusion. When I say the month of August, could have already happened for you. Some of it, and some of it might not happen till next year. It just depends on your own timeline and trajectory. So I'm going to cut the deck and see. We have the Ten of Swords. So this is completion, but this is also defeat. Feeling defeated. Feeling like somebody stabbed you in the back. You could even be having some health issues. Some of y'all might be dealing with depression or other types of health issues that are keeping you down, making you feel very defeated mentally. So that's the general. If you hear snoring in the background, that's my dog. I keep trying to wake her up. Carmen. But she keeps falling asleep. It's just really hot for me to put her outside, and but she snores so loud. Please, Carmen. Anyway, what messages do we have for Libra for the month of August? Messages for Libra for the month of August. Messages for Libra for the month of August. Okay. So here we have Capricorn and Cancer showing up real quick. You're looking like you're coming out of an energy where you're being tied to something. Addicted, maybe. Codependent relationships. Toxic relationships. Anything that you felt bound to that didn't make you feel good about your life. You're coming out of that in August, so which is good. But you have the Chariot in reverse, which means you might be coming out of it, but you're not going anywhere. There's some delay. It's slow. Let's see what else is here for you. Like I said, that could be representing a Capricorn and Cancer here. But all the signs are like, don't get so caught up on them, because if you want a personal reading, you have to pay for a personal reading. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have like Sun, Moon, Rising, we have Venus, so you can't necessarily always tell what it is just by somebody's sun sign. How many cards flipped? Dang, it should be like the whole reading. Apparently. Quite a few. Too many for me to try to. I'm going to just put all these back and try again. Because I thought it was a couple cards that flipped in there, but it was like 20. So that's too much. So we'll try again. Any cards for... These are still... Okay. Any cards for Libra? Libra, month of August. Libra. Three of Swords, coming out of some heartache too. Recovery. Seven of Coins in reverse. As if you feel like you've been waiting and you're kind of getting tired of waiting, or some type of frustration here. You put in a lot of work on something and waiting for it to have a return. You're getting impatient. But the Three of Swords indicates you're coming out of a lot of heartache, which means you're healing. So that's healing. You have the Devil in reverse, which is also indicating healing. But you have this sense of delay and frustration. Maybe you're frustrated because of the delay. Oops. Five of Coins in reverse. So even getting over the regret, you're having a lot of healing. This is a healing card too in reverse. So this is a very good month for you. I'm not sure with this Seven of Coins what the frustration is about, except that, just a general thing about waiting. Nobody wants to wait for anything to develop. It's hard to sit there and wait for your seeds to grow and harvest. But you have to trust that they are. And you have a lot of healing going on here. Libra, lots of healing, Libra. Lots of healing. Lots of pulling away from things that don't serve you, from emotions that don't serve you, from pain, from addictions. Libra in August. Any more for Libra in August? Two of Coins. So you could be juggling something, 2 jobs, 2 relationships, 2 homes, two projects that are important to you. And coming out of you also have this Hangman energy in reverse, which means you put yourself in a different perspective and removed yourself from a situation, which is probably why you have so much healing here, because you went and put yourself in a different position so you can get a new perspective. But now it's time to come out of that energy, because if you stay there, you're being selfish. You're like removing yourself from life in a sense, and you don't want to do that because you're juggling 2 things that are very important to you. The Lovers. Well, here we get to the nitty of the gritty in reverse. So this could be Gemini. All right. This could sometimes represent a 3-party situation, but you have this 3 of Swords. But the Lovers being in reverse is like a decision not being made, or the wrong decision being made. Could also be a breakup, obviously. But I feel like you don't need to worry about it, because yet and still you're coming out of this pain. You're coming out of this regret. You're coming out of this addictive behavior, this codependent relationship. So there's a reason for why you had to step away and get a new perspective. But just because you feel good there doesn't mean you need to stay hanging upside down. You need to come back to life and get on this ball, because you're trying to juggle here. And you're getting impatient waiting for things. So maybe the juggling act is to manifest something that you're tired of waiting for. Any more cards for Libra for the month of August? 10 of Coins in reverse. So there's something that has been shaken to the core with these Lovers. This breakup, maybe a family situation has been shaken to the core. It's had to go through a restructuring. And I see a lot of this is past energy, and it's put you in a position where you've had to remove yourself, but because of that, you've had a lot of healing. A lot of healing. And that's going to help you move forward from this, and to manifest whatever it is you've been trying to manifest for these 7 of coins. You've been investing, and now you're waiting, but you're getting a little impatient with the waiting. So I went to switch decks, and I'm gonna try to get clarifiers on some of these messages. Go ahead and cut this deck. We have the, what is that? 9 of Wands. So this fearless situation where you're trying to conquer your fear and come out of this boundaries that you have set up for yourself. You're like this wounded warrior coming out of, yeah, totally. You're totally this wounded warrior coming out of this situation where you've had to protect yourself. And now you're coming out of it and you're saying, okay, I can step out. I can step out. I'm going to step out on faith. I think I'm ready. I might be a little bruised. I might have a headache, but I'm not dying here. And I'm not getting swords in my chest anymore. So let's see any more clarifiers. What can Libra expect moving forward? Because I see a lot of past stuff. 8 of Swords. So again, with this energy of self-imposed limitations, you have to watch it with your mental thoughts, with this pain. It's hard to let go of pain. I don't know why, but it is. It's hard. It's hard for sometimes. But you got to be wary that you don't keep putting yourself back in it voluntarily, because you're through it. You're through the worst of it, for sure. You're through the worst of it, but if you go back, it's voluntarily going back. The 8 of Swords is a voluntary, self-imposed limitations. It's mental. 10 of Wands. Put the burdens down. Time to let go of these 8 swords and all these mental thoughts and these past thoughts, and put your burdens down so you can move forward and complete this cycle and begin anew. Any more messages for Libra for the month of August? 8 of Wands in reverse. So definitely landing on the Chariot. I mean, both of these cards here show delay. Delay and frustration. So you're having this frustration. Why frustration? Let me ask. Why frustration and delay? Frustration and delay. 8 of Cups. Because you had to leave someone. You might have left this situation, but you did it for the betterment of yourself. And it is for the betterment of yourself. Just be careful not to be selfish about it. You do have to return to the scene at some point. Okay, 8 of Cups is about abandoning these cups that are causing pain, these relationships, and going off into the wilderness. But going off into the wilderness to explore within. Kind of like the Hangman, getting a new perspective. But you can't stay in there energy, because then you become selfish. You're not coming back to the scene of the crime. You're not supposed to return to the scene of the crime. Just kidding. In this case, you may have to return because there's some healing to do, left to do. And the Page of Cups came out in reverse. So it's kind of like you are at a point where you definitely are not trusting your cup with anyone. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. You don't trust anyone's cup offering to you, and you're not trusting your cup to just anyone either. Wheel of Fortune and the Tower card, both in reverse. So there's been some misfortune. There's been some energy here that's like shaking things up quite a bit. Quite a bit. So much so that you almost had the 8 of Cups. I feel like you had the 8 of Cups, and if you haven't, you need to. Just so you can get a gauge on yourself, reset. You need to hit the reset button for yourself. And know that the universe is playing into this as well. It's not all your decisions that's causing the shifts in that's happening. But what is in your control is these thoughts. That is all you. So you have to make sure you don't let yourself be entrapped in your own mind about all this stuff that's come undone. All these changes. Completion of a cycle. The world, completion of a cycle. You know, and just because the tower is there, and it's in reverse, so it may not be a full out tower moment. It could be something that happened already, but it's definitely a change in the way things are done. Transformation, a shakeup, a major change in your life. You know, where you no longer are even around certain situations anymore. You've been removed from certain situations, or certain situations have been removed from you. And I say it could be seen as misfortune because the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. But it keeps turning, so there's no matter. 7 of Wands. Be sure you are planning. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So don't sit back in this hangman energy for too long, because you got to take action. And you have to maintain control over your thoughts. All right. And you might be feeling a little bit like you don't trust what's going on with someone, or someone's not trusting you. Okay, but you just got to make sure that you are working your plan in a way that you don't depend on other people necessarily for your validation. Here we have the 7 of Wands, keeping your guard up. Like I said, you can't necessarily depend on everyone else to tell you, to be there for you when the shit hits the fan. Because some people won't. Some people run and they're going to leave you. So keep your defenses up for this time. In 8 of Cups. Let's see what any other messages for Libra for the month of August. 7 of Pentacles. This is that same energy, that 7 of Coins. Waiting. You're impatient. But Spirit is saying you still got some more waiting to do. You still got more seeds to plant and more waiting to do. There's more work. Okay? You might be being impatient, but you still got some more waiting to do. Let's see. Any more messages for Libra in the month of August? Ooh. Got 2 more. Well, that came back. Isn't that funny how that came out 5 seconds ago and I put it back and it came right back? Strength. Moving forward, you need to tap into that strength. It's in reverse. So right now you might be still shady in this, not shady, shifting in this energy of fear and ego, feeding the ego. You need to conquer that ego. The ego will use fear to manipulate you, by the way. It's like, oh, you're going to lose. Or, oh, you're going to drop this. You're going to drop one. You can't do that. Don't listen to that. Don't make decisions based in fear. Because you want to be getting a 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment is down the road for you. But it heavily weighs on you taking this 8 of Cups moment and dealing with your own issues. Okay, going within and dealing with your own issues will get you to this 10 of Cups. Conquer this fear. Lasso that ego to get you to that 10 of Cups. Plant more seeds. Stop being impatient. It will get you to that 10 of Cups. And lay these burdens down. Okay? Don't carry burdens unnecessarily that you don't need. It's enough hard shit in life, guys. You don't need to add to your plate. If you know something is too much, let it go. Let it go. So we'll look at the angel deck and see what spirit messages are here for you. What spirit messages do we have for Libra for the month of August? We have crystal. Have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see. Gosh darn right, because it's hard to even see in this reading. But we do see that it's coming, right? We do see that it's coming. And we do see how you need to go within for it to get there. You need more spiritual messages for Libra in August. I feel like I'm losing my voice, guys. I'm going to take a break after this one. What is it with this card? It keeps coming out for everybody. I swear. Okay. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. So you're dealing with like an energy of creativity, birth, and manifestation. All right? This could be someone being pregnant as well. So check on that for a small percentage of you. But for most of you, it's about having a birth and creative energy for your passion, your goals, or whatever it is you want in life. I'm going to turn to the Romance Oracle now and get your heart space. We'll pull a couple cards, and then we'll be done. Because I'm about to, like, losing my voice. I'm about to, like, I need some hot tea or something. You know what I mean? So, let me do a quick shuffle. Oh my goodness, that was not the best shuffle. I'll just shuffle like this a couple times. Any messages for Libra the month of August? What's in their heart space? What can they expect moving forward? Oh my goodness. I'm going to just go with this because I feel like that one's come out. Those two. Playfulness and romantic feelings. So in your heart of hearts, it's important to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Remember to be playful. I know the Eight of Cups is not a playful card at all, but you know, you have to have some fun with yourself even through all these moments of challenges and things. Remember to have fun with yourself. That's the energy you attract in. So however you are is what you attract in. Then you have romantic feelings, which are saying that if you do have feelings for someone, they could be worth exploring at some point. I know you're at this Page of Cups here where you're like, I don't want to explore. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that with my heart. But at some point, it's going to be a time when you're ready, because in order to get that 10 of Cups, you see that? Whatever that is for you. But in this picture, it's being with someone. It's having kids, family. That might not be your 10 of Cups. But if it is, you know, at some point, you'll have to be able to reverse this energy and trust your romantic feelings. All right, guys. I hope it resonates with you. Like I said, it's not for everyone. If you want a personal reading, you can email me at blacksuntarot1111@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram at jkharma, J_KHARMA. And if you want to give me $1 for the holla, like I said, cash at me at the same handle. See you next month. Have a good month. Bye, guys.